Good morning. Welcome to this first match for the Rugby Texas State Championships. We're out here with the girls sevens quarterfinals about to kick off, and we're going to have Woodlands Green playing against Spartans, kicking off here in just a few minutes. You can see that the girls on the field are starting to warm up. And we will be back here in just a few more minutes with the kickoff for the first match. So thank you for tuning in to Rampant Sports Media. Just a reminder that we are a small family-owned and operated live streaming service focusing on youth sporting events in the Houston area and all around Texas. So thank you for tuning in, and we shall see you back shortly with the first kickoff of the day. Okay, we're back. Just about to kick off this first match between Woodlands Green and Spartans. The refs have briefed the team captains, and the ref has taken center field. Teams are just about to enter the field. And as you can probably hear, both teams fired up and ready to go. What's for the kickoff? We are underway. Kick's going to roll back to the Spartans 22, and they'll start their attack from there. Ball handling error. Williams bounces on it, and Jack with the ball. They take control. So Williams now attacking from the 22. Looking for that outside corner, but a bad pass is going to set him back about 10 meters. Williams looking to find a hole. She finally finds one. She'll step through it. She's in. And she'll turn that one into a try.
Hey, Chelsea, was that kick good? Okay, thank you.
Okay, sorry, just confirming the kick was no good, so here about 2 minutes and change into this first match. Woodland's up 5-0. Some quick tackles by Woodlands is going to set Spartans back a bit. Spartans now with some room along the left-hand corner, but bad pass and a knock-on is going to turn the ball over to Woodlands. Ball's out. The attack just inside the 10. And they're going to find a corner. If she can make it step, she does. She gets around the wing. And she'll take that one in. That's going to be another Woodlands try. And she'll take it over and she'll got that one down right underneath the post. That was good. So that'll bring our score here as we approach the halfway point of this first half. Woodlands 12, Spartans 0.
Faster.
Kicks to restart. Little roller's going to be picked up. Spartans hit quickly by Woodlands, and they're going to take that ball. Again, they're going to look on that left-hand corner. That's served them well so far this evening. Quick step back to the inside, and she's going to be inside the 22. Quick step, dodges one, dodges two. And Woodlands will take that one in. And got that one down beneath the post. Happen to be relatively new to the game of rugby, the reason they dot the ball down underneath the post as the conversion kick there is no good. The reason they do that is because in rugby, the point of the kick will be straight out from the point at which the ball was touched down. So they're going to dot that down under the post as often as possible so as to make the easiest kick possible for the kicker. So now with about a minute and a half left in this first half, Woodlands green 17, Spartans 0.
Get the ball!
Another rolling kick from Woodlands. This time it's going to be picked up clean by the Spartans. Kid's going to knock her down back nearing the 22. The ball's rolling backwards on them now. They're at the 22. Tackled. Looks like she was not into touch, so play continues. And rough sides to Woodlands ball carrier for not releasing the ball. That'll turn it over to the Spartans. Getting a bit breezy out here this morning. The wind began to pick up just as the first match started. As the girls were taking the field, the wind started to pick up. May or may not have some impact on the kicking game. Spartans will bring it down the right-hand side. Looks like she's going to make about 30 meters of gain and be run down by Woodlands. Good handoff. It's going to get her back out to the 10.
Get with her!
And I believe that Woodland's being called for hands in the ruck. Tap by the Spartans. She's going to step one, and she's out to the midfield of the line now. Spartans advancing. She's got some room down the corner. Going to make it to the Woodlands 10. And there's a hole. She pulls up fast, though. She fends off one, and she's going to be about halfway down to the 22 at this point. So Spartans just taking advantage of some holes opening up there in the Woodlands line. Not quite fast enough to break free, but chopping off meters about 10 at a time. And right there, looked like that was a knock-on. That's going to kill the play, and that'll be the end of the first half. Your score, Woodlands Green 17, Spartans 0. Okay, we're back for the second half. Spartans will kick off the second half. The score is Woodlands Green 17, Spartans 0. There we go. Good high kick by Spartans. It's going to be bobbled by Woodlands. Short of the 22, but that's going to be a knock-on, turning the ball over to Spartans. So good kick pays dividends for Spartans as they take control now about maybe 5 to 7 meters outside of Woodlands 22. Good scrum for Spartans. They're just looking for a hole in the Woodlands line. That pass, nope, looks like the ref says it's straight. It might have been just a bit forward, but the ref's got a much better view than I do. So Spartans now advancing from the Woodlands 22. And Spartans player dragging a Woodlands player with her for 3 or 4 meters. So Spartans now coming down about 10 meters out. They're advancing. She breaks 3. She's going to go through. She's going to be down. There's a try. And a good run by a Spartans there, breaking through the Woodlands defensive line. And she takes that one in, dots it down for a try. Kick looks to be a little bit wide, so no good. Had the distance, but not the angle.
Take it off, Celia, let's go.
And so here we are with about a minute into this second half. Spartans on the board. The score: Woodlands Green 17, Spartans 5. Good high kick, may not make it 10. Takes a bounce, it does get it past the 10, so that's going to remain playable. And a bit of a scuffle over the ball. Ref says knock on to Woodlands. That's going to turn it over. So again, Spartans taking possession inside Woodlands territory. Good scrum for Spartans, but she's going to be hit quickly, makes about the gain line. Good quick pickup there, though, and Spartans almost breaks free. She's down to the Woodlands 22. Shakes off one defender and advances for a couple of meters before being brought to ground. And Woodlands called for entering the ruck from the side. So Rugby Barbarians Rugby Club player there gets up a bit of a head of steam and she powers forward just a couple of meters out at this point. They're going to take it across. She stretches. Oh, can't quite dot it down. Woodlands player picks it up and takes off running. She's going to be almost caught as she approached the 10. Spartans trying to run her down, and she's finally going to be caught at about the Spartans 22. Spartans looking to jackal, and I think Woodland's going to be called for I thought that call was going to be not releasing, but the ref seems to be signaling hands in the ruck. And down to about 3 minutes left. Coaches on the sidelines here yelling at the Spartans to go, telling them they're short on time, they need to get going. And sevens is a very fast-paced game, only 7 minutes per half, so you're always battling the clock as well as the opponent. So again, our Spartans doing a good job, just pounding out a few meters at a time against Woodlands. They can't quite seem to get those big line breaks, but every carry is dragging a defender forward for a meter or two. Oh, but there's a knock on. That's going to turn the ball over for them. And clock winding down. Spartans are going to make a substitution. Woodlands, they're going to look for that corner. Woodlands got the speed. She's going to make it around the corner. She's clear. And no one's going to be able to stop her. She'll take that one in. And Woodlands got that one down for a try here as we get really close to the end of this match. So I'll remind you the game clock you see on your screen is not the official clock, so the ref keeps the official clock, but that kick is up and good. That'll put another 2 on the board for Woodlands as we come up, getting really close to the end of this match. We're showing about a minute left, and the ref, of course, keeping the official time. Quick chase, they may have taken possession of that one. Struggle for the ball on the ground. And Spartans are going to manage to maintain possession, so there they go, fighting up. She's going to make it to the 10. Now looking for a goal. She finds the goal. She's breaking free, nothing between her and the goal is in the grass. She's going to run down, and she's going to be dragged down just a couple of meters short. Supports there, though. Barbarian's going to maintain possession. She's going to power over a couple of defenders. Still on her feet. Oh, she takes that in. There's the Barbarians try. Good breakaway and some powerful running down in the red zone by Barbarians puts them back puts them 5 more points on the board. And I am showing on our clock here that time has expired. So this kick may end the game. It's got the height, it's got the distance, it's good. So Barbarians put 2 more on the board right as the match ends. So your final score, Woodlands Green 24, Spartans 12. Okay, we're off. Woodlands Gold versus Falcons. Apologize, had a bit of a technical glitch and I seem to have lost the scoreboard, but Woodlands is going to be looking for that left-hand corner. She almost finds the corner, steps one. She's going to be brought down just short of the 10. Good run there by Woodlands. So Woodland's now threatening from the 22 over to the left-hand corner. She's going to step one. She's in. She'll dot that one down. There's a Woodlands try. My apologies. Hit a wrong button there. And that kick is no good. So with that, our score is Woodlands Gold 5, Falcons 0. Falcons, but stripped away by Woodlands in the tackle. And Woodlands now threatening again. She's got one offload to make. There it is. Is going to bring that one back. And he's saying that pass was forward. So just a little mistake, and that try is taken away from Woodlands. Spartans will take over at the 22. Few meters up the middle for Spartans, but again stripped away by Woodlands, and they've got space, but she's going to find a hole. She's going to take it herself. And there you go. Woodlands will dot that one down for another try. Kicks up and good. There's another two for Woodlands. So I do apologize, folks. The scoreboard seems to be glitching and insists on taking up the entire screen rather than just the lower left corner. So I'm going to have to leave that off most of the time, but I'll pop it up periodically to show you the score. I am able to maintain it in the background. But the score, Woodlands Gold 12, Spartans 0. High bounce, but fielded clean. Spartans, oh, she almost breaks free. Dragged down by a shirt tail. And again, the Woodlands stripped the ball away. Spartans really struggling to protect the ball in the tackles here. And Woodland's going to find that space again. She's going to take it right up the middle. And she's going to be in. That's a Woodlands try right up the center. Kick's good, and so that gives you a score of Woodlands Gold 19, Falcons 0. That kick's not going to make it 10 meters. So Falcons can elect, I believe, a re-kick or just a quick tap at midfield. It looks like a kick from midfield. My apologies. That kick was good, fielded by Woodlands. And again, she's got one on the corner. The corner's got speed. And not quite sure what the call was there. Perhaps looks like the ref is signaling another forward pass. So twice now, Woodlands having a corner break called back for a forward pass, and Spartans take over inside the 10. I'm sorry, not Spartans, Falcons. Ball's out and controlled by Woodlands. They're going to go to the right-hand side this time. She's going to stiff arm, a quick offload to the last runner. There's no one between her and the goal line. Oh, she was almost run down. Nice support line. Quick offload right back to her. There's another 5 for Woodlands. That kick's good. And ref blows the whistle for halftime. So we go to halftime with your score: Woodlands Gold 26, Falcons 0. Falcons 0. Woodlands kicking off left to right. Woodlands kick fielded clean by Falcons, but she's hit quickly. They're going to be back halfway between the 10 and the 22. Ball comes loose, and Woodlands picks it up. And again, Woodlands looking at that corner where they've got speed. She does. She's going to step through, finds another hole, and just like that, there's another 5 for Woodlands. That kick's good. Quickly, Woodlands 33, Falcons 0. Okay, everyone, we are back. My apologies. We lost internet signal, cellular connectivity, and as with most computers, had to do a reboot to get everything to reset properly. Woodlands scored 2 more times at the end of that last game, so they won that match. Woodlands Gold 50 plus 50 something, Falcons 0, and we now have HEB and Valkyries. So I'll get the scoreboard up as soon as I can. And that one was fielded clean by the Valkyries, but they're kind of moving backwards at the moment. The ball now loose. Dangerous place to have the ball on the ground. And HEB is going to pick up that loose ball. She's going to take that one in, and she'll dot that one down. So there's a try for HEB. And that conversion kick's going to be good, so the score will be HEB 7, Valks 0. That kick looks good. Again, filmed by the Valks. Oh, a bit of an errant bubble there. Then it was picked out of the air by HEB. Again, she's going to step one. She's going to stiff arm another. Looking for the offload. Hits the support player, and there's another try for HEB. And so just like that, your score is HEB 12, Valkyries 0. Conversion kick's good. And so we'll kick to restart here in just a second. The score is HEB 14, Valkyries 0. Good kick by HEB. It's going to take an HEB bounce. Picked up by Valks, but she's going to be pushed into touch. Potential infraction there as she was pushed into touch. You do have to wrap up, but the ref does not call that. He calls the ball going into touch, so we have a line out to HEB here right at the Valks 10. And I think the ref says that throw was not straight. Turns the ball over to Valkyries. That pass almost intercepted by HEB. Valkyries managed to maintain it. Ball stripped away by an HEB player. Quick offload. She's going to go around the left-hand corner. She's going to find the corner. No one to stop her. And she'll be back in. That's going to be another HEB try. And so she will dot that one down between the posts. Almost intercepted by HEB. Valkyries managed. Kick is good. And the score, HEB 21, Valkyries 0. And that ball's not going to make it 10 meters. And that'll give the Valks the ball at the 10. I mean, sorry, at the midfield line. Good run by the Valkyries player. Couldn't quite make the hole. It closed up quickly, but some good power to drive that one forward for about 5 meters. Second runner's going to be knocked backwards for a few, though. And ball comes loose, and again picked up by HEB off the ground. She's going to split the defenders, and it's going to be brought down between the lines. That may be a knock-on right there. Nope, it's not. Ref says play on. Valks come away with it. And HEB's pushing them backwards. HEB looking to jackal that ball. She does. So HEB really taking control of the ball, taking a lot of possessions away from the Valkyries, just ripping it out of their hands in the tackles. Valks really need to protect the ball. And now looks like Valks trying to strip the ball, but HEB player manages to get it away and walks in, and there's a try for HEB. Kick is good. And ref whistles halftime. Your score, HEB 28, Valkyries 0. Okay, teams take the field. And Valks will be kicking off from left to right to start the second half. All right, here we go. The kick's going to be picked off the ground by HEB. She's going to run over one. And a quick step. HEB moving the ball around there in the corner, but the Valks defense holding. And now she's going to drag a couple of defenders with her. HEB with a bit of power advantage over Valks, taking advantage of it, and there the runner's going to find her way into a hole, and she'll dot it down just inside the post. Brings HEB to 33. I believe that was no good. I didn't see a flag raised. My apologies if I'm incorrect on that. But score now HEB 33, Valkyrie 0. Good step by the Valks runner there. She stepped a couple of runners. Oh, she's going to be caught by the last defender. Short of midfield and loses the ball. HEB takes it, picks it up off the ground, and HEB back on the attack. Ball handling and lack of size really hurting Valks here today. As HEB makes another end around on the corner, and she'll take that one in for a try. That one's going to be good. So that brings the score to HEB 40, Valkyrie 0. Nice deep kick by HEB. Going to be fielded by Valks at their 22. And HEB doing a good job covering the corner. Valks are going to get nowhere on that one. Again, HEB stripping the ball out of the ruck. Loses it, and Valks are back in possession. And ref says HEB knocked it on, so that's going to bring the ball back. My apologies. That's going to turn the ball over. Valks pass intercepted by an HEB player, and she's going to trot on in for yet another HEB try. Good anticipation on the part of HEB there. See that pass coming, and she just stepped right in the middle of it. Took that one away for another try. And that kick no good. on 1 minute to play. HEB 45, Valk 0. That's going to be a knock on. That'll turn the ball over. So HEB is going to start again with good field position, just a bit inside the Valk's 10. Wind picking up a bit more here as we get close to the end of this third match of the day. HEB again showing some power as she drags players about 5 meters, but that pass is going to be called forward. That'll turn it over to Valks as we come up on the expiration of time, so they'll probably have enough time to start one more sequence. Pass gets away from the intended receiver, but picked up by another Valks player back at the 22. And that was a bit of a wild pass. Is going to set them back quite a few meters. They're back halfway to the goal line at this point, and there's a knock on. Drops the ball. Ref's going to call that. And that ends the game. So your final score: HEB 45, Valkyries 0. Hi, folks. Just to keep you updated, I'm being told that they are taking a bit of a break, but they should be firing up the next match at 11:20. So we've got about 5 minutes to go here, and that match will be between Falcons and the Valkyries. All right, we're ready. We're back ready to kick off the Falcons versus Valkyries. Here we go. starting to pick up now. We're showing 15 miles an hour with gusts up to about 18. So Falcons looked like that might have been a forward pass, but the rest says play on. And seems to be signaling a hands in the ruck on Falcons. I'm not sure what that is. But Valks get a bit of a re-kick and it's picked up by the Falcons at the 10. Well, there's a line break by Falcons. Looking for the offload. She finds a partner. And she will take that one in. There's a Falcons try beneath the post. Conversion kick is no good. So 2 minutes in, we've got a score of Falcons 5, Valkyries 0. That kick's going to be picked up by Valkyries at their own 22-meter line. Good run around the corner. She can't quite make the corner to break free, but she carries the ball all the way up to the 10, and Falcons now on the move. So there's a 20-meter run to the opposite 10. Pass almost gets away. Good job hanging on to it by the Falcons there. Needs support on the edge. They're going to take that one back inside. Falcons going to bring them down inside the midfield. It was a good run to get the ball across midfield. Good support. She's going to break through a couple. Offloads to her friend. And down to about 10 meters out. There's a good good offload. She's going to take that one around. There's going to be another Falcons try. Falcons doing a good job there supporting their runners. Valkyrie's defense swarming, but just always a Falcons support player there for the offload. And they worked through a series of 5, 6, maybe 7 offloads to work that one all the way down from midfield and take it in for a try. Kicks up and good. Low line drive of a kick by Falcons is going to be fielded between the lines, and she's going to step a couple and break free. There's nothing but green in front of her. And the Valkyries are going to take that one the length of the field. Valkyries with an outstanding breakaway, steps one and just outruns the rest all the way in for a try. Brings the score to Falcons 12, Valkyries 5, conversion yet to come. Conversion kick's no good. So as we approach the 6th minute of this first half, Falcons 12, Valkyries 5. And just as fast as it came up, the wind has decided to die down again, so hopefully it will stay this way. Good kick by the Valkyries. It's going to bounce around the 10 just a bit. And Falcons are going to take that ball back to about midfield. Pick it up. She's going to stiff arm one. Defender hanging on, but she's going to take her about another 10 meters before she finally gets brought down. And so ref whistles halftime. Score is Falcons 12, Valkyries 5. Falcons with a low rolling kick to restart the second half. It's bobbled. And Valk's going to pick it up. She's going to make a good run, though. She's going to get that ball back almost to midfield. Valk's looking for some support. And refs are going to cite the Valkyries for not releasing the ball. That turns it over to Falcons. Quick kick and go, or quick tap and go. she's going to kick it deep into Valkyrie's territory. That ball's going to roll almost to the try line. Picked up by Valks. She's looking for a corner, but the support's out of position. And that's going to be a knock-on. That's going to turn the ball over and give Falcons outstanding position for an attack. Valks looking for the corner. She's got the offload there. If she can keep it in bounds. Oh, she's going to try to take that one all the way back to the middle if she doesn't. And looks like she never touched that one down. My apologies, I'm not sure what the call is there. But it did go against the Falcons, so that negates the potential try. And the Valks will kick it here. That's going to be a low rolling kick that Valks are going to start from midfield here. It's a good run. She's dodged a couple. She's through the line. And final defender grabs her by the shirt, brings her down. But Valks now attacking from the 22. I'm sorry, Falcons attacking from the 22. So Valks not really wrapping up there and allowing the Falcons to break through and get several more meters before they get brought down by a shirt tail tackle. And this time Falcons look like she's over. She's got to touch it down. There it is. And ref is citing. My apologies. I'm not sure, folks. Was an infraction against the Falcons. She may have made a double movement there trying to touch that ball down. Players only allowed one movement when tackled, and so if that was a double movement, that would explain the infraction. But the Falcons taking back over, and she's across this time, and there she dots that one down. There's a Falcons try. That kick falls short of the posts, so no good. So here with about 2 minutes left to play, Falcons 17, Valkyries 5. That kick's not going to make 10. And the Valkyries with a quick tap and go. She drops the ball forward. That's going to be advantage to the Falcons. And she's looking for some support. There's the support player. Looking to come around the corner. She just needs to outrun that winger. She does. Yep, and she's going to take that one back to the middle. She'll dot that one down for a Falcons try. Kicks up and good. And ref blows the whistle. That's the end of the game. So your final score, Falcons 24, Valkyries 5. We'll be back shortly with the next match. I believe our next match is going to be Faith Family Academy against Woodlands Green. Okay, we are back. Faith Family Academy wearing white on the moving left to right. Woodlands Green wearing the dark green, moving right to left. This one promises to be a good match as Faith Family Academy is the #1 seed coming into this tournament, whereas Woodlands Green made the finals of the I believe it was the Come and Take It tournament several weeks back. So two strong teams here meeting up, and we're about to get kicked off. Here we go. Good high kick by Faith Family Academy. It's gonna take a bounce, and Woodlands bobbles the ball, and that is a knock on. So that kick pays dividends for Faith Family as they take possession, probably about 5, maybe 7 meters off of the Woodlands 22. Good scrum for Faith Family. They're going to rumble forward inside the 22 now as they reset a ruck. Bobbles the ball. That may be a knock on. And just like that, Faith Family's attack ends and the ball is turned over to Woodlands right at the 22. Ball's going to be dropped. Not quite sure the call there. Woodlands Green now advancing. Pass goes to ground. It's going to be fielded by the winger, but Woodlands now looking to advance. She's going to step past one. She's looking for a hole in the Faith Family line. Brought down by the shoestrings, but over midfield. Again, another bad pass by Woodlands. That's going to set them back quite a ways. Oh, but she takes advantage. The defender overplays a bit and leaves her some open space. So Woodlands now back across midfield and going to be tackled into touch right here in front of the camera. So ref says that Faith Family knocked the ball, and that hands it over to Woodlands. I believe we'll have us a scrum here. rest of this Faith family entered that ruck from the side, so that turns the ball back over to Woodlands. She makes a quick move, and there's a knock on. That's going to turn the ball over. And just like that, Woodlands' attack is stopped, and ball goes over to Faith family. About 2.5 minutes in this left in this half. Game still scoreless. Good scrum by Woodlands there, but Faith family maintains the possession as they now look to go around that left-hand side. Drops the ball, but the winger does pick it up. Faith family still in possession. Woodlands looking to jackal, and Faith family's ball carrier being called for not releasing the ball. That's knocked forward. That's going to turn the ball back over to Faith family. Faith family feeds the scrum. They're looking around if she's got the speed. Elects to go back inside rather than take the corner. Runs into two Woodlands defenders. But carries the ball forward to the 10, so not a bad carry at all. That ball knocked forward, picked up by Woodlands. I believe the ref vaguely signaling advantage. Nice one-handed grab to save that throw. And drops the ball forward. And their ref is bringing it back for the Faith family knock-on advantage penalty to Woodlands. So we come up on 7 minutes regulation time. So this sequence by Woodlands may be the last one of the second half. Last chance for them to score. They'll have to maintain possession and remain penalty free though. Anything that stops the play will likely end the half. That penalty though called on Faith family, so we do keep going. Knocks the ball forward. And that's going to be it. That's going to end the half. So the first half scoreless. This proving to be the tight match that we thought it would be, with the score Faith family 0, Woodland 0 as we go to halftime. Back for the second half as the teams switch sides. Woodlands Green will be kicking off left to right. Good kick by Woodlands, going to take a bounce, but fielded clean by Faith Family. That pass is going to get away and roll into touch. That's going to pay off well for Woodlands as they have a line out now just outside the 22. Again, Faith Family, the #1 seed in this state championship tournament. But Woodlands Green made the finals along with Woodlands Gold at the recent Come and Take It tournament about a month back. So two strong sides here, and it shows in the score with the score still in the second half, 0-0. Ref signaling an infraction to Faith Family. Not quite sure what it was. But Woodlands with the restart, and she knocks that one on. That's going to be advantage to Faith Family, who also knocks it on. Ref will bring the ball back for the first knock on, and Faith Family will have a scrum. Faith Family wins the scrum. Looking for that right-hand corner. She's got one to beat on the corner. She does. She's past her. She's got it. She's clear all the way. It's a foot race now. She's going to be dragged down about 10 meters out. Good defense by Woodlands, and ref is signaling an infraction that's going to turn the ball over to Woodlands. I believe he's signaling that she did not release the ball. And so Woodlands back in possession, but in a dangerous territory here, close to their own try line. One mistake turns the ball over to Faith Family. Now Woodlands has got the corner, and she's got some speed. She's going to take that one around. There's no one near her. Nothing but green in front of her. She's going to take that one all the way in for Woodlands' first try of the match. So Woodlands draws first blood with an outstanding run around the right-hand corner. Woodlands Green looking for the upset here. But you can't count out Faith Family. They're the #1 seed for a reason. Kick no good. So 3.5 minutes left to play. Woodlands, Faith Family 0, Woodlands 5. And Woodlands again with that low worm burning kick. It's going to be fielded by Faith Family right at the 10. Good defense by Woodlands, pushing Faith Family backwards at the moment, but that corner's open. There's no defender there. Faith Family's got support. She offloads. She She makes the corner, just needs some support. She finally breaks free. Looks like Faith Family can take this one in. It's a foot race, but no one's going to catch her, and Faith Family's going to take this one in for a try right below the post. That's going to tie this one up, and just a chip shot conversion for Faith Family should put them ahead. So as we said, you cannot count Faith Family out. They're the #1 seed for a reason, and they just showed why they can strike fast. Kick's good. And just like that, Faith Family is now in front. About a little under 2 minutes left to play. Faith Family 7, Woodlands 5. Woodlands looking to strike fast as the clock ticks down under a minute. So Woodlands got one in the corner. She's got to beat the edge. Good offload. Faith Family, Woodlands still advancing. And Faith Family, Jackals strips the ball away. Faith Family back in control now as we drop down under 30 seconds, but there's a knock-on that's going to give Woodlands the ball. So coming under 30 seconds left to play. Faith Family up by 2, Woodlands threatening. And this one has turned into the barn burner we thought it would be. So clock ticking down. Okay, clock is ticked down to 0 now as Woodland sets the scrum. This will be their last opportunity to score. Ball out. Woodlands needs to break free. They can't afford any kind of penalty or infraction. Winger's around the corner. She's got one to beat. Can't quite get away from her. She's brought down, but there's a ruck. Strong ruck by Faith Family. Woodlands maintains possession. So again, all it takes is one little knock on, one forward pass, and this is over for Woodlands. So there's a dropped ball. It's going to be picked up by Faith Family. Faith Family in possession. Ball comes loose. Woodlands back in possession now. So we continue. So Woodlands now coming around to the right-hand side, but just no one to take advantage of that open right-hand edge. Faith Family called for not rolling away in the tackle, keeping the ball alive for Woodlands. And again, another penalty to Faith Family gives Woodlands another opportunity to restart. So Woodlands threatening. They're inside the 22. They're down to about 5 meters out at this point. Woodlands looking to, she steps 1, she steps 2, she breaks through. She's going to make it through, and Woodlands going to take that one in for a try. And with time expired, I believe she'll get the opportunity for a conversion kick, but I think Woodlands pulls out the upset. Kick is no good, and the ref blows the whistle. That ends the game. The final score, Faith Family Academy 7, Woodlands 10. Our next match should be Woodlands Gold against HEB. We'll be back in a bit. Woodlands relying a lot on speed, whereas HEB relying on power runs. So this one also proves to be, or should prove to be, a very intriguing match as we pit power against speed. Both Woodlands and HEB won their first round matches by about 50 points to nothing, if I'm not mistaken, if I recall correctly. So, match of two strong teams here, speed versus power. So HEB with the ball now. Looks to step back inside, makes a couple of meters, but that hole closed up quickly. HEB with a I don't know what you call that, a double offload it, and then right back to the original ball carrier. Now around on the corner, and I believe she steps in touch. So it's gonna give Woodlands a line out. Woodlands moving the ball quickly to get for the side. She steps one. Now she finds an opening. Here's that speed we talked about. And she's past the wing. Nobody's going to catch her. She'll take that one all the way in. And just trot in to dot that one down under the post. So speed strikes first. Woodlands scoring about 2.5 minutes into this first half. Kicks up and good. Woodlands with the kick to restart. Well, Woodlands got a hand on that ball, but HEB stays with it. Now, HEB does have a speedster of their own, and there she is. So HEB's speedster finds the corner, and she takes it down for a try beneath the post. And just like that, we're back in the game. Conversion's good. Ball takes a Woodlands bounce. They're going to, she's going to get hit quickly, midway between the lines. There's a bad pass by Woodlands. Is going to take them back to the 22. HEB got him on the back foot. And Woodlands says, let's just kick out of danger here. Ball takes a Woodlands bounce. She's looking for a hole. Can't quite find it. That one closed up quick. There's another bad pass by Woodlands. HEB pressure forcing some bad passes here. So again, Woodlands showing a bit of power of their own as she runs over one runner. Oh, and there's a knock on. That's going to give HEB the ball near midfield. HEB putting some strong pressure on Woodlands here. That's this series, forcing some bad passes and finally a knock on that turns the ball over. So HEB threatening again. About a minute and a half left to play in this half. Good run. Woodland's trying to jackal the ball, so we got a battle going on here. Ball's back on the ground. Looks like Woodlands is going to come away with it. And now Woodland's looking for that corner. Bad pass. Missed an opportunity. Oh, but she steps. Going to make an opportunity of her own. And if you can hear the coaches, they're calling for them to move the ball out to that far left wing before the opening closes up. And so Woodlands have got numbers on the edge. There they go. They've got their speedster on the edge. And the ref blows a whistle. I think that's going to be another forward pass. And if you're calling their first match, Woodlands had a couple of breakaways called back for a forward pass. And so there's another one right there. Opportunity lost because of a forward pass. HEB looking for the corner, can't quite get there. Woodlands closes it off, but HEB maintains possession, and she's going to be driven backwards for several meters of loss. Ref says HEB failed to release the ball. Turns it over quickly to Woodlands. And so now Woodlands at the 22. Looking to put one more on the board before the halftime. We do show on our clock that the 7 minutes has expired, so this could be the last play. And Woodlands takes it in. There's a try for Woodlands. And that kick's going to be no good. So your score here at halftime, HEB 7, Woodlands 12. Okay, we're back to restart the second half. Woodlands kicking off left to right. And the score, HEB 7, Woodlands 12. So far, speed prevailing over power. But as we know, HEB put up 50 points in their first match, so certainly can't count them out, being only 5 points down. And there HEB showing some of that power as she drives forward for 5 meters after the initial hit. Woodland strips the ball away. She steps one. She's going to break free. It's a foot race. She's going to be brought down about 5 meters out. Support line is there. Ball comes loose. HEB picks it up at the try line. And ref says an HEB player was off their feet in that ruck. Ball to Woodlands. Quick tap, and Woodlands will try to punch it over, and they do. So Woodlands with a bit of an insurance try there is going to put them up by 10. Conversion to come. That kicks up and good. Woodlands adds 2 more, and so that gives them a bit of, pads the lead a bit. Score here minute and a half into the second half. HEB 7, Woodlands 19. Woodlands kick takes HEB back almost to their 22. And HEB, they're going to turn on that speed of their own, and there she is. She's got the wing. She's around the corner. Chases on, but looks like no one's going to catch her. She's going to take that in. She'll dot it down, and just like that, HEB shows that they can strike quick too. This will be a difficult kick, but if I'm not mistaken, HEB's got a kicker with a good leg, so while this one's not a gimme, it is certainly doable. There, good leg. It's up and looks like it might have been wide to the right, so no good. 4 minutes to play. HEB 12, Woodlands 19. HEB's kick high, fielded by Woodlands just inside the 10. She's going to make about 5 meters. Oh, almost bubbles the ball. Woodlands maintaining possession though. And again, they're going to look for that right-hand wing. They've got some speed out there. She's all alone. She's uncovered. She's going to find that opening on the wing again. So it's a foot race, but no one's going to catch her. So Woodlands figuring out they can exploit the right side wing. And again, they take one around there for another try. Okay, the conversion was good, so HEB 12, Woodlands 26. Woodlands again with a high kick is going to take HEB back to their 22 to start their attack. looking to power through the line, but Woodland's swarming on the defense. Bit of an opening on the corner, couldn't exploit it. And HEB is going to be called for a knock-on. Ref says no infraction to HEB, so Woodlands gets a quick restart. They're going to take the left-hand side this time, and again Woodlands exploiting those corners as they put another 5 on the board. That kicks up, but just doesn't quite have the distance. And ref blows the final whistle, so your final score, HEB 12, Woodlands 31. Okay, kicking off here, FFA, Faith Family Academy against the Falcons. We'll get that scoreboard up here in just a little bit. So, Falcons kick, good, and FFA inching the ball forward. Mostly looking to power up the middle, and she does there. It's going to be a shirt tail tackle, though. A bit of a bobbled pass is going to negate the yardage gained. But there we go. FFA finds a corner, puts a little stutter step, and she'll take that one in for the try. All right, so that conversion was good, and we've got right off the bat a quick score by Faith Family. So Faith Family 7, Falcons 0. Good kick by Faith Family. They're going to pin Falcons inside their 10, though. Bit of a pass there. That pass looked like it might have been a little bit forward, but ref says play on, so almost had a line break. Good defense by Faith Family to bring her down. Falcons going to be the ball dropped and tapped into touch. That's going to give us a Faith Family line out. So that line out stolen by the Falcons. Looking for a move up the middle. Can't find a hole, but she is going to advance it to Faith Family's 10. And I think Faith Family may be called for entering the ruck from the side. Not quite sure. So Falcons looking perhaps to exploit the corner, but can't quite get there. Faith Family was looking for looking to steal the pass. Missed it, and Falcons take advantage of drive forward a few meters. That one gets away. Faith Family back in control. She's going to be brought down on the 10. Ref says the tackler did not release, did not roll away. And that turns the ball, gives the ball to Faith Family. Faith Family with a quick tap to restart. She's going to find a hole. She's around the edge. She's got one more to beat, and she's free and clear. She'll take that one all the way in. Faith Family with another try. Bounces that one off the post, so conversion is no good. So we should be getting near the end of the first half. Score Faith Family 12, Falcons 0. Fielded clean by Falcons. She breaks through a couple. Good run. She's going to take that one almost to the Faith Family 10. So it looks like Faith Family trying to strip the ball away there. Bit of a tug of war going on. And Faith Family going to be cited for entering the ruck from this side. Deep kick by Falcons is going to roll almost all the way to the Faith Family try line. So a good open field defense by Falcons. It's going to pin Faith Family just inside the 22. So Faith Family with a good offload, and she powers past a couple. Made her own hole there, and she's going to take that one all the way in. That's going to be Faith Family's third try of the match. Oh, she's slowing up. Oh, good pursuit by the Falcons player, refusing to give up. Just about a half a second late to get there as Faith Family puts that one down for a try beneath the post. That conversion's going to be good. And ref whistles halftime with the score Faith Family 19, Falcons 0. Okay, we're back for the second half. Ref blows the whistle as Faith Family will kick off here, leading the Falcons 19-0. And Falcons player drops that one. That's going to be advantage to Faith Family. She finds a hole. She's going to step through it. Looked to me like the Falcons may have kind of stood up and stopped playing there when they saw the knock on, but because Faith Family came up with it, that becomes an advantage. Penalty and play continues. Faith Family taking advantage of the advantage. Little quick squirt through a gap in the lines, and she's in. Faith Family puts a try on the board in the opening seconds. You know, folks, I thought that was good, but I didn't really see the AR really raise the flag. If she did raise it, it was a very half-hearted raise. So with Faith Family having this well in control, I'm going to say that conversion was no good. Apologies if I'm off a bit, but we're going to say it's Faith Family 24, Falcons 0. Faith Family with a good high kick. It's going to be bobbled by Falcons, and I think the ref says Faith Family player was offsides on the kick, so it brings it back. Falcons with a chance to kick the ball deep into Faith Family territory. Faith Family again looking for that speed on the corner, and she finds it. She gets around Falcons' wing, and she's going to take that one all the way in. And so there we go again, another Faith Family try. That kick's good and high. Definitely good. Faith Family Academy 31, Falcons 0. Now under 4 minutes. And it looks like we're waiting on the ball to make its way back from the conversion kick. Good high kick by Faith Family. He's going to bounce and, almost drop, but pins the Falcons deep in their own territory, but I think that's going to be a forward pass, and it is. And so ref calls the forward pass, and that kick pays dividends for Faith Family as the forward pass turns it over to them well inside Falcons territory, just shy of the 22. Faith Family bobbles the ball. Ref doesn't signal advantage or anything, so Falcons come away with it. Oh, bit of a bobble. Faith Family strips the ball, bats it up in the air, catches it herself, and she's going to rumble through. Might be brought down, maybe caught. She is. She's caught about a meter out. Faith Family threatening, and that wings. Yep, she's got a lot of space to work with out there as she takes it in and dots it down for another Faith Family try. this one's starting to wind down. A little over a minute and a half left to play. Looks like our next match will be HEB against the Spartans. And that kick is no good. So Faith Family holding this one well in control. The score, Faith Family 36, Falcons 0. So the wind out here today just giving me fits. Really sporadic. It'll die down to nothing for a couple of minutes and then gust like 15, 20, about 12 to 15 miles an hour for a couple of minutes, just back and forth. Okay, that's going to be advantage to Faith Family as Falcons knock it on, and again, Faith Family finds a hole in the line. She'll take that one in and dot it down once again beneath the post, bringing Faith Family to 41. Okay, a conversion no good. And I believe ref says that is the end of the match. So your final score, Faith Family Academy 41, Falcons 0. We'll be back in a few with HEB versus Spartans. Versus Spartans. So right off the bat, HEB has Spartans pinned well inside their territory. Dangerous place to be for the Spartans, but she's going to break free. She's got one to beat. Breaks free, but finds the offload, but I think the ref's going to say that's forward. He does. That's a forward pass. Is going to kill that momentum. And it's going to turn the ball over to HEB just shy of the 10-meter line. HEB looking for that corner. She's gonna make about 5 meters after being hit. HEB looking for that left-hand corner. Good power. She drags her forward for a while before offloading, and HEB suddenly inside the 22 and threatening. Good rug by HEB. Looking to make a step there. Can't quite do it. HEB at 22. So again, HEB looking to get around that corner. She does. And she dots it down. There's the HEB try. This will be our final girls match in the quarterfinal semifinals rounds. Coming up after this, we'll have the boys single school varsity cup, followed by the girls coming back for the placement rounds, 5th, 6th, 3rd, 4th, and of course 1st, 2nd championship. So HEB's conversion kick was no good. And about 2.5 minutes into the first half, HEB 5, Spartan 0. HEB again with a good high deep kick. It's going to take an HEB bounce, and Spartans are going to have to start behind their own 22. She's going to be hit quickly, going nowhere. Ball's out. HEB going to be called for a knock-on. Strong scrum. Oh, looks like an infraction to HEB though. They won the scrum, but looks like there was an infraction, so it's going to be a Spartans ball. Folks, I am going to have to step away for just a couple of seconds to change out a battery. It takes about 10 seconds. I shall be right back. Okay, we are back. You didn't miss much. Just a bit of an HEB run with a penalty right here that on Spartans turns it over for an HEB scrum. So HEB breaks free on that one. They're going to take that one in and dot that one down for a try. HEB hit striking with their second try of the match, and they put this one down right beneath the post. Should make for an easy conversion. And looks like that one was no good. And so about a minute and a half left here in the first half. HEB 10, Spartan 0. Again, HEB with that deep high kick. It bounces on the 22 and takes the Spartans deep into their own territory. An error here will put HEB in excellent striking position. Spartan's powering over a couple of players, though. She's still going. She's going to drag them with her almost out to midfield. Good defense by HEB. Drives her back about 7, 8 meters. Spartans break free. She's got one to beat. She does. She's going to take that one in, and Spartans are going to put one down right here as time begins to expire. Spartans will take one in for a try. Kick's good. Ref blows the whistle for halftime, so we got us a game, folks. Score is HEB 10, Spartans 7. We'll see you in 2 minutes. Well, it looks like this halftime's running a bit long. I'm going to restart the countdown timer here. Spartans kicking off to start the second half. That ball's going to go into touch. And I think that the ref's indicating that this is going to be a line out to HEB. Good lineup for HEB. Oh, that's going to be a knock-on. No, looks like Spartans were called for offsides, so ball to HEB. They'll do a quick tap to a restart. And that's going to be a knock-on. So that one turns the ball over to the Spartans, and they're going to start their attack from inside midfield. Spartans looking to advance, but HEB's holding them. There we go. Spartans player pushes one HEB player away, and she's going to make about 10 meters on that one. But ref calls hands in the ruck on Spartans, and that turns the ball over. HEB looking to exploit their power, just running over defenders. There was a good step, got her by the defender. Looking for another, that may be obstruction. Yep, ref calls obstruction. So if you're new to the rugby game, unlike football, you cannot block for your ball carriers. You must stay out of the way and give the defense free access to attempt to tackle the ball carrier. And that, when you fail to do that, that is obstruction. So that was the call there. But HEB with a good run there. She probably ran about 25 meters. And number 7 is going to put a step on him right there. She's going to take it in. So she's in. Just needs to dot it down. She'll get almost to the to the post. She'll put that down for an HEB try. HEB's conversion kick is good. And that brings the score to HEB 17, Spartans 7, with about 3 minutes left to play. So a reminder that upon the conclusion of this match, we will have the boys single school varsity cup match. And that will be Straight Jesuit against Dallas Jesuit. Deep kick by HEB. Penn Spartans almost back to their try line. So good run by Spartans player. She breaks the line, but the final HEB defender manages to chase her down at midfield. Quick offload, and they're going to be called. I am not sure what the ref is calling there. I didn't see an infraction, but ref gets paid to call the game, not me. So there's a knock on to HEB. It's going to give the Spartans the ball. So about 2 minutes left to play here. Minute and a half to go. We're going to have a Spartan scrum just shy of midfield. Ball's out. Spartans starting back at their own 10. Oh, there's a bad pass. That's a knock on it, so that'll be advantage to HEB. And HEB Speedster is going to take it around the corner. She's going to take that one in for a try. There's HEB with another try. Hey, folks, I'm going to step away from the mic for just a second, pick up a phone call. And HEB's conversion kick was good as the ref blows the whistle signaling the end of the match. So your final score here, HEB 24, Spartans 7. We'll be firing up the boys single school varsity cup here shortly. That is on a different stream. And then following that match, we'll be back here for the girls placement round. So stick with Rampant. Thanks for tuning in.